Born in San Bernardino, California, moved to Bakersfield at the age of 3. I grew up east side over South Brown Street. Vincent Ludd lived one street over, Haley Street. Mark Hudson lived up on the hill. So I spent a lot of time at those 3 places.
He's just like a brother. He's part of my family. I mean, even when he would come over to my house, he knew how to act because he knew what type of father I had. He was tough. He didn't care who your mom or dad was. You act up, you get a whooping. And so, you know, he was just part of my family.
Junior high Lincoln, the Lincoln Bears, we never lost. First year we were at Bakersfield High and we were inter-district transfer. We had to come to East. So coming to East from Bakersfield High was a pleasure because over Bakersfield High at the time we kind of got in trouble a little bit as my freshman year. And coming over to East, nice quiet school, had to go to classes, had to do what Ralph Cravey told us to do. So I was in classes all the time trying to get my grades up so that hopefully I'd be able to get a college scholarship somewhere because my mom wouldn't be able to afford it. She was a single parent with 6 kids. Well, like I said, coming over to East High was a blessing. Ralph Cravey, my sophomore year, told me that I was going to play varsity. And we took our lumps that my sophomore year, but it paid off in the end. We went on to have some great teams. Well, I also played on the football team, like I said, and I also started on the baseball team my sophomore, junior, and senior year. Like I said, I had very strong mentors who pushed me and told me because like I said, I was raised by a single parent, my mom, who did an excellent job. But as far as male figures, my coaches was my mentors and told me that I should try as hard as I could in the classroom so that I could go to college on a scholarship and try to do the best that I can that would further make my life better, and that's what I did. Well, my junior year we started getting letters, and the senior year continued. Although coming out of East, I went up to Bakersfield Junior College and played for Coach Nelson up there for a year, and then went on and went to Oregon State for a year with Freddie before transferring back and going to Westmont College. Then the coaching staff at Westmont, Ron Moeller, asked me to stay on and coach and work on my teacher credentials. So I stayed there and coached at Westmont College, which is a private religious college up in Montecito, for 2 years. And after that, Ralph Barkley asked me to come out and coach at UC Santa Barbara. So that's how I got my start in coaching, and have been doing it almost all my life. I came back, and my friend Mark Hudson at the time was calling around trying to find me a job. I told him that I was thinking about leaving UC Santa Barbara and to come back home. I coached and taught PE at Kern Junior High for about 4 years. Had 2 of my best athletes at that school go on and have very promising careers in sports. Bo Redstone and Jason Oliver.
It was a San Luis Obispo trip, basketball tournament as a sophomore. And I didn't play very well. So being competitive, I took that to heart, and I thought it would be a good idea that I not play football, that I stop playing football and concentrate on playing basketball, which, come to find out, would have been a really bad decision. And Coach Hill understood my frustration, but got right in my face and told me that I would not stop playing football, that football would be a better sport for me, and that he would not allow it. And if I quit football, then he would not allow me to play basketball. Great decision, Coach Hill. Thank you.
I taught and coached, I think it was about 12 years, 14 years in junior high and high school. And then my son graduated, Drew Hill, and when he graduated, my son, I wanted to see him play in college, so I got out and haven't been back since. They keep trying to coach me back, but I think I had enough. I consider myself retired since I don't coach for now about 10 years, but I'm not retired. I still coach, I still teach over at South High School. I have 4 grandkids, 4 granddaughters, and 1 grandson. Who I try to spend a lot of time as possible with. I also like to fish. Hudson's trying to get me involved in golfing, which I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose. So if you don't like to lose, you don't need to play golf. So I don't play golf. Also, I'd be remiss not to mention my wife. who I met and started dating my sophomore year in high school. We've been together ever since then. We've been married now for 39 years, and I owe a lot of my life and what I've been and what I do to her, and it's just a blessing to have her in my life. It was just super. I was very elated to know that I was going in, and especially with one of my best friends, Mark Hudson, who, like I said, we coached with, who we grew up with. I grew up with, who I helped raise his son, who he helped raise my kids. And I don't know what to say except that we had very fond memories. Mm-hmm.